So class, welcome to the lecture number 15th of the course. So in the previous lecture, we discussed about the three different methods of calculating depreciation. So in this lecture, first we will discuss about we will solve two numerical problems based on these methods, and then what we will do, we will I will tell you what are the advantages of interconnections of power stations. Okay, as you know, most of the means all the power stations are interconnected to a common grid. Okay, so to regulate the frequency, and what are the advantages of means interconnecting these power stations. Okay, so that I will explain later, and if the time allows, okay, then I will means continue with one more topic, which is called as the selection of this choice of the generating units and the number of the generating units. Okay, so first let us solve these two problems. Let me take few blank pages as well. Okay, the problem says a 300 kV distribution transformer cost piece 20,000. What is the cost of a 300 kV distribution transformer? Solution, let me write the solution. So the cost of a 300 kVA distribution transformer, it is rupees 20,000. So it is cost means it is the initial cost. Okay, so I am saying it by means I will say that the principal amount, so I will say it as P is equal to 20,000 rupees. Okay, and has a savage value of 10,000. Savage means scrap value. Scrap value means scrap value. I will denote scrap value as, though in sinking straight line method I have denoted it by x and y, but in the later methods I have denoted it by p and s. So the scrap value s, which is the value of the equipment or the value of this transformer after its useful life, which is nothing but 10,000. Is it 10,000 or 1,000? 1,000, sorry. Okay, so at the end of 20 years, what is the useful life? N is nothing but useful life, which is nothing but 20 years. Okay, so what is means this is the data that is given in the question. Okay, this is the data that is available to us. So now the problem is saying that determine the depreciated value of the plant at the end of 10 years, means depreciated value. Depreciated value at the end of 10 years. 10 साल के बाद इसका depreciated value कितना होगा किसका, इस ट्रांसफार्मर का. So though the useful life is 20 years, but we are asked to calculate the depreciated value after 10 years using the following two methods. Number one is straight line method, and number two is sinking fund method. Sinking fund method at depreciation of 8% compounded annually. Compounded. So this is the data that is given to us. Okay. So if you are given the initial cost and the final value, and initial value, investment cost, the scrap value, and the useful life, so what can you calculate? From this method you can calculate the, first I will take this method, straight line method. Okay, so in the straight line method, using the straight line method, we know what is P, it is given. What is S, it is given. What is N, useful life, it is also given. So, and we know that in a straight line method, constant depreciation charges are made each year. Okay, means each year constant depreciation charge is made. If X is the depreciation charge made in the at the end of the first year, same X will be the depreciation charge at the end of the second year. So can you calculate the annual depreciation from here? Annual depreciation, suppose I am saying it is Q, it is nothing but P minus S divided by N. So P is 20,000, S is 1,000, and N is 20. So it will be 19,000 divided by 20. So 2 9s are So it will be 950 rupees. So means each year and there will be a depreciation of 950 rupees each year. Okay, so what is asked in the question? Depreciated value at the end of 10 years. 10 साल के बाद depreciated value कितना होगा? ठीक है, तो हम निकालेंगे depreciated value at the end of 10 years will be, I will write depreciated value after, yeah, at the end of 10 years, it will be what, equal to what? So I will write depreciated value will be P, जो इनिशियल कॉस्ट था हमारा, माइनस हर साल कितना होता है 950. सो 950 कितने साल तक कटेगा? 10 साल तक कटेगा. तो सो इट विल बी 950 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 10. सो इतना अमाउंट हमारा कट जाएगा. तो जो डेप्रिशिएटेड वैल्यू बचेगा आपकी गाड़ी का वो कितना, इस ट्रांसफार्मर का वो कितना बचेगा? इट विल बी 20,000 माइनस 9500. तो 20,000 minus 9,500, 9,500, it will be 10,500. So this will be the cost of the transformer after 10 years using straight line method. So you calculated the cost of the transformer after 10 years using the straight line method. Now let us calculate the cost of the transformer after 10 years using the sinking fund method. Okay. So second is sinking fund method. Sinking method, fund method. What is R? 8%, which is nothing but 0.08. So I told you the formula, the depreciated amount Q, annual depreciation charges will be P minus S. You know the formula, we calculated the formula last time. P minus S into R divided by 1 plus R raised to power N minus 1. Okay, so what is the useful life? 20 years. From here we will calculate the annual depreciation. So it will be, this is 20,000 minus 1,000, it is 19,000 into R is 0.08 minus 1.08 is power 20 minus 1. Okay, so what will you get? You will get Q, if you will calculate it, you will get Q is equal to rupees 415.19. Okay, got it? So since you have calculated Q, okay, so what this is the so what will be the amount collected at the end of 10 years? This is annually. So amount collected at the end of 10 years will be, so I will write it, amount collected at the end of 10 years, it will be, formula is given by Q, 1 plus R raised to power 10 minus 1 by R. Okay, so it will be given by 415.19, 1 plus 1, I will write it 1.08 raised to power 10 minus 1 divided by 0.08. So it is given as 6014.67. So this is the amount depreciation, amount which is means collected as depreciation charges at the end of 10 years. So this is the depreciation, means amount collected at the end of the 10 years, and 20,000 is the initial cost. So can you calculate the depreciated value? Simply depreciated value will be equal to initial P minus amount calculated as depreciation, amount collected as depreciation. So it is P is 20,000 minus 6014.67. So depreciated value after 10 years will be 13985 rupees, 13,958. So this was using sinking fund method, and the earlier using straight line method was 10,500. So which one is greater? This is greater. So after the useful life, we are saying the means the depreciated value of the plant after 10 years is more in case of this sinking fund method as compared to the straight line method, because here we are taking into account the interest. Here we are not taking account into the interest. Okay. So this was the first problem. Now let us come to the second problem. So the second problem is like, here we have the second problem. It is saying that a plant cost piece 7.56 into 10 raised to the power 5, and it is estimated that after 25 years it will have to be replaced by a new one. So what is the P? P is 7.56 into 10 raised to the power 5, and what is the useful lifespan? It is 25 years. So after this 25 years, we will replace this plant by a new plant. So at the instant of its salvage value, means after 25 years, what will be the cost of this plant? So the cost of the plant will reduce from this to this, means 1.56 into 10 to the power 5. So this will be the scrap value. So what is asked in the question? In the question we are used to we are told to calculate, number one, annual deposit to be made in order to replace the plant after 25 years. Means हर साल कितना depreciation आप deposit करेंगे साल में, ठीक है ना, कि आपका जो प्लांट जो है आप रिप्लेस करें, सो दैट यू कैन रिप्लेस द प्लांट आफ्टर 25 years. द सेकंड, द वैल्यू ऑफ द प्लांट आफ्टर 10 years ऑन द फॉलोइंग बेसिस. नो वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ द प्लांट आफ्टर 10 years on certain basis. And what are the basis? Diminished value method, okay, reducing balance depreciation method, or reducing balance depreciation method. They both are same. So if it is, you are asked in the question in the exam, calculate solve the problem using reducing balance depreciation method. So there you should not get confused with method we should use. We have only, means you will say that sir has only taught us three methods: straight line, diminished value, and sinking. So what is this reducing balance depreciation method? It is nothing but diminished value method. And the third is and the second basis, value of the plant after 10 years. You have to calculate first using diminishing value method, and then the sinking fund method at 8% annual interest. Okay. So let me take one blank sheet here. What is asked in the question? Solution. P is given 7.56 into 10 raised to the power 5. N is given 25. S is given 1.56 into 10 raised to the power 5. Okay. So let us calculate the first part. What annual deposit has to be made in order to replace the plant after 25 years. Okay. So after 25 years, useful life is 25 years, and we have to see what is the means कितना deposit हमें हर साल करना है. So I am saying, so the first part, annual deposit to be made in order to replace the plant after 10 years. It is easy. So I will say means I will first solve it using diminished value method. The first part is simple. The first part is very simple. You have nothing to do. Means first part, annual deposit to be made in order to replace the plant after 25 years, means you have to use the straight line method here. Simply P minus S divided by 25. Okay, P minus S divided by 25, you will get the then annual depreciation charges per year. Okay, so that is nothing but annual deposit to be made in order to replace the plant after every year. Simply this 7.56 into 10 raised to the power 5 minus 1.56 to 10 raised to the power 5 divided by 25. So your first part is solved. Means straight line method. This is, there is nothing nothing means special in it, which means you cannot solve. So I am directly taking the second part, means diminishing value method, means after value of the plant after 10 years using diminishing value method. So annual, I will say what was annual unit depreciation. It was nothing Q, it was given by Q, is nothing but 1 minus S by P raised to the power 1 by N. Okay, so this was the formula for the annual depreciation charges. So it is 1 minus S 1.56 into 10 raised to the power 5 divided by 7.56 into 10 raised to the power 5 whole raised to the power 1 divided by 25. So if you will solve this using your calculator, you will get annual depreciation charges as 0.0612. Got it? Now calculate the value of the plant. What will the value of the plant after 10 years? Value after 10 years. 10 years will be, it is given by formula P into 1 minus Q raised to power 10, because I am taking 10 years. So here it is 10. So it will be, formula is given by 7.65 into 10 raised to power 5 multiplied by 1 minus 0.0612 raised to the power 10. So if you will solve it, the answer will be using numerical, this is your means calculator. If you will solve it, I don't have the calculator here, but I have solved the problem before me making this video. So it is coming out to be 4.02 into 10 raised to the power 5. Okay, so if I will take it into actual units, it will come out as rupees 4, it was 4.02024. So it is coming as 402024 answer. This is my answer. So value of the plant after 10 years will be this 4 into 10 raised to the power 5, whereas the actual was 7.56 into 10 raised to the power 5. Okay, so next let's calculate the same after means using this sinking fund method, and obviously in diminishing value method we are not means considering interest. Now let us calculate this value of the plant after 10 years using sinking fund method. So with an interest with an annual this charge of this 10%, 8%, sorry, was it 8%? Let me check it again. What was the annual sinking fund method at 8% annual compound interest? Okay, 8% annual compound interest. So in the first question, it was 8%, it was the interest, and here again the interest is 8%. So sinking fund method. Okay, what is the rate of interest? 0.08, which is nothing but 8%. So what is the cost of replacement? Cost of replacement will be P minus S, which is nothing but it is 7.56 into 10 to the 5, and S is 1.56 into 10 to the 5. So 10 to the 5 छोड़ दो, आपका आएगा 7.56 minus 1.56, it will be 6 into 10 raised to the power 5 rupees. This is the cost of replacement. So annual deposit will be Q will be P minus S into R divided by 1 plus R raised to the power n minus 1. Okay, so this is the annual this deposit. So this is replacement. So this Q is annual deposit. Annual deposit will be P minus S will be 6 into 10 raised to the power 5 multiplied by R 0.08 divided by 1.08 raised to the power 25 minus 1, and this is coming out as Q is equal to 8207.26 rupees. Okay, so this is the annual deposit. So what will be the annual deposit at the end of 10 years? Annual deposit at the end of 10 years will be Q into 1 plus R raised to power 10 minus 1 divided by R. So these formulas we have derived in the previous lecture. So it will be 8207.26 into 1.08 raised to the power 10 minus 1 divided by 0.08. So the answer is coming out as I will solve it as 118894.98 rupees, which is nothing but rupees 1.12345, 1.188 or 189 into 10 raised to the power 5. Okay, so you got the value of the plant after this is the annual deposit at the end of the 10 years, means 10 साल के एंड तक आपका कितना पैसा इकट्ठा होगा. सो डेप्रिशिएटेड वैल्यू ऑफ प्लांट आफ्टर 10 years मीन्स 10 साल के बाद आपका प्लांट का क्या कॉस्ट होगा वो देखेंगे. डेप्रिशिएटेड वैल्यू ऑफ प्लांट आफ्टर 10 years, डेप्रिशिएटेड वैल्यू ऑफ प्लांट आफ्टर 10 years will be, it will be 7.5 into, it was 7.56 na, P into 10 raised to the power 5 minus Q 1 point no, this is principal means depreciated value will be your initial investment minus how much amount is depreciated. So what is the amount that is depreciated or that you have kept aside, means जितना आपने हर साल अलग निकाला और 10 साल तक कितना हो जाता है 1.189 into 10 raised to the power 5 minus 1.189 into 10 raised to power 5. So this is the depreciated value of the plant after 10 years, or cost of the plant after 10 years. So it is coming out as 6.312 into 10 raised to power 5 on rupees. So look here, it is using sinking fund, it is 6.312, and using this diminishing value, it is 4.020. So cost of the plant is more after, if you are diminished, if after means consider means in this sinking fund method, because interest is taken into consideration, which was neglected in case of the sinking fund and diminished value method. So this was all about the two numerical problems. So I will make a second video of this lecture number 15. So in the second video, I will discuss two things. First, I will discuss about what are the advantages of interconnection of power stations, and then I will discuss about this. Both are theoretical topics, but they can be completed in a 15 to 20 minute video lecture. And second is the choice and size of size and number of generating units. So that for that I am making one more video. Okay.